welcome to another vlog and good morning. I'm just now sitting down to get ready for the day. I'm in my bedroom on the floor with my big mirror because the lighting is just so bad really anywhere in the house. It was slightly raining this morning when I went out to do chores, and then when I got back in it started raining a lot heavier, and now I just looked out the window and it's like snowing. But I'm getting ready because I have a few errands to run, nothing super fun. My morning routine is I always feed our little calf first and he gets 2 bottles, but last night whenever I was making his 2 bottles for the evening, I was like, oh my gosh, we are a lot lower on our supplemental feed than I had originally thought, and this morning I only had enough formula to give him 1 bottle, so I need to go by our local feed store and pick up some more calf formula, and then I'll have to go and give him an extra bottle this afternoon. So I have been working in the nursery for really like a week straight now, maybe a little bit longer. I started last Monday, today's Wednesday, so it's been a little bit longer than a week. I pretty much finished the majority of the work last night. Navy blue on the walls and all of the trim was like natural wood color. I just used the road glazing milk for my skin. This stuff is incredible. I will be purchasing this over and over again. My mom got it for me for Christmas and I cannot say enough good things about it. I have so many fun ideas for the nursery, and this is like my favorite part of a project, is like getting to decorate. I've been looking a lot on Facebook Marketplace for furniture. Over the weekend, I found a really beautiful glider and ottoman that I've been looking at. And so Caleb went and picked that up for me, which I'm so excited to put in the room. And then today I'm gonna order a rug. It's just slowly gonna come together. I want the room to be done like right now, but we still have 3 months. While I'm so glad I went ahead and painted, and now I'm like, I want it all done. It's very nice to know that we have as much time as we do. Having that done just really gives me peace of mind and allows me to kind of do some more like nesting home project things that I want to do before the baby comes without feeling like stressed out or that I need to do the nursery first. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know that I was in grad school for almost 2 years after I graduated with my undergrad in 2024. I graduated like a semester early technically from my grad school program just because I had enough credits to transfer into my grad school program from my undergrad. So I went to grad school for social work, and I just finished on December 16th. So I was working 2 days a week and finishing out full-time classes, and I finished with my job then as well because that was all put together through my grad program. Caleb and I talked really back and forth about job opportunities. I applied to some jobs, but in the state of Indiana, which is where we live, you cannot sit for your licensure exam to become an LSW, a licensed social worker, until 2 months after you graduate. So if you are doing the math, that means that I would sit for my licensure in February. And I talked very openly to the employers that were talking to me about jobs. So basically I would be licensed in February, and that would give me 1 full month of working as a licensed social worker. Not that anyone told me outright that's not gonna work or we don't want you just for that month, but that was kind of like a closing the door on the working chapter, at least right now. And then also personally, Caleb and I together have decided that a classic maternity leave, going back to work 6 weeks to 8 weeks after I give birth, is not something that we really want for our family right now either. It's definitely a possibility for me to pick up work or a job later on in life, but we just really want to give ourselves time and myself to settle into motherhood and raising our little baby boy. Caleb is also very supportive about me being a stay-at-home mom, and that's something that we both really want, at least for right now and this season of our lives. And so I just say all of this to kind of catch you guys up to speed because I haven't really talked about this in depth, but I really am in quite a limbo of like work and school. I've been doing school and working pretty much full-time since I graduated from my undergrad and have been really busy in that sense. And then all of a sudden I just feel like it stopped in December, and I've always worked a job ever since I was like 14 years old. And so it just feels weird to not be working and to be home and not really like have anything that I need to be doing. And so it's just a different season of life, and I'm very thankful for it. The Lord has been really faithful and has blessed us so much to allow me to do this. So that's why I'm able to work on projects like painting the nursery and other home things and give so much time to those projects because I'm home full-time right now. And so I'm very thankful for that, and that is our reality. But it definitely looks different than I know a lot of other first-time expecting moms who are working, or moms who already have their kids and are working. So that's a little bit of what my daily looks like, but I'm also so thankful to be able to have this time to just kind of reflect on these changing seasons and be able to take care of the home and my body as I'm growing this baby. Okay, the makeup is fully done. I just did very light face makeup and then obviously applied some mascara, which has been my go-to every day, and it just makes me feel a little bit more put together. I'm feeling very sporty today. I just have on this fleece from Amazon, leggings, and then these New Balances. And I did decide to throw on these glasses, which I feel like just add a little something to a boring outfit. I'm going to be carrying my Bagoo bag, which I've been switching back and forth from like my big tote purse to this bag pretty regularly, and I just like having a hands-free bag. And then I'm just gonna bring my coffee in the mug that I made it this morning. Hi there, how are you?
What do we need?
Can I please get calf replacement formula, the non-medicated?
Non-med, just one bag?
Yeah, thank you. I just got back in the car from our local thrift store, and usually I know what to expect when I go in there. I've never found a piece of clothing in this thrift store, but I do find a lot of like home dishes and home goods. It's just a hit or miss whether I walk out with anything. But lately I've been just trying to go into every single thrift store and looking at things for the nursery, specifically bigger furniture items. This place does have a lot of furniture, but it's a lot of bed frames and desks, not dressers or cribs. So I didn't walk out with any big furniture pieces, but I did find some really, really good frames. And then this really thick roll of washi tape, which I just think is really cute and I'll probably use for something. But I got this frame, which I liked because it already had the mat in it. This frame is just like a classic wooden frame. And then I thought this one was so pretty. I love the wood, I love the details, and it's just like really high quality. I'm not super picky about my frames, but I definitely have a specific type that I like. I won't just like pick up any frame that I find at the thrift store, so it's always nice to have a stash for whenever something does come up that I want to frame. I just grabbed a carton of espresso beans, but then I also picked up lunch from my favorite coffee shop, turkey and chipotle and avocado sandwich, and I'm so excited to eat it. I'm so hungry. It's like almost noon. So I'm gonna eat this in the car and then I'm gonna go grab groceries. I lied to you guys. I did not go to the grocery store. I pulled out from the coffee shop and the roads were actually insane. It's like a 5-minute drive back from where I was uptown to the farm. There were already like 2 car wrecks. It was actually insane. I had to drive in 4-wheel drive the remainder of my way home. So we made it home safe, but it's definitely getting worse and worse out there. So I'm glad I went when I did because I had no idea it was supposed to snow this much. It didn't even say that on the weather forecast when I looked earlier. But I'm turning on the camera because I brought in all of these frames, and I have been wanting to frame this specific postcard that we got from our trip to Switzerland. Caleb and I went to Paris and Switzerland at the end of the summer this year. Wait, not this year, last year. It's crazy, it's 2026. And we got this postcard, which I absolutely love. I knew I wanted to get little pieces of our trip, and we did not get as many souvenirs in Paris, if any at all, which I'm so bummed about. We just didn't do as much shopping in Paris. We did a lot more sightseeing. I think that this is gonna fit in this frame that I just got. It's honestly kind of a janky frame. There it is, all framed. I love it so much. I've been waiting for a frame that fits this print. Hey guys, it is quite a bit later and I'm just closing up the kitchen for the night. I unloaded the dishwasher and then I reloaded it. There's nothing like going to bed with a clean kitchen. I just showered and did my skincare and just blow dried the roots of my hair. If I go to bed with my hair super wet, then I wake up with a really bad cowlick in the back of my hair, and then it's just the bane of my existence for the next few days because I can't do anything to get it to go away. I came down to get the laptop because I'm gonna watch a show in bed. Sorry for the light change, but I want to show you guys what I am working on. You know me, you know that I love to craft. Since I've been home so much, I have so much time on my hands, I've really been able to dive into a lot of the projects that I've been wanting to do. And then ever since we found out we were having a baby boy, I felt like, okay, I can finally start working on projects for the baby. I learned to crochet when I was probably like 10 or 11. I feel like somewhere around there, maybe earlier, and I have crocheted a lot of things over the years. I feel like it is one of those hobbies and skills that once I learned, I just have always been able to do it and pick it back up, and I love that. It's just like a mindless, fun project for me to work on. This right here is my yarn basket, my crocheting basket. I wanted to show you guys the project that I just finished today. It's this little duck that I crocheted. I found a pattern on Pinterest. Just finished with this hat. So the hat comes off, and then also his little jacket or cape comes off as well. And he has like a little striped sweater on. What I've been working on ever since I found out we were having a boy. It's so much easier to find girl crochet things, but for boys it's a little bit harder, and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make this. And then I think his little accessories just make him such a fun little kid's toy. So I'm so excited to have this one finished. And then I just started another project because I was like, what am I gonna do now that I'm done with this guy? And now what I'm currently working on, which I have literally just started, is a baby sweater. I'm going to crochet a baby sweater, and so this is the beginnings of the sweater. This is going to be the collar. I'll show you guys that whenever I finish it, but I'm going to put something on to watch and crochet until I get too tired and we'll fall asleep. Good morning, you guys. I have you guys propped up on my little step stool ladder, but we are in the nursery. I don't think I've given you guys any updates since I painted the stripes and peeled up all the tape, and I love it in here. I think it's so cute, but we're not done in here because I think I said this in my last vlog whenever I was kind of showing you guys what I was doing when I was putting up all the painter's tape, but the walls in here are so textured. A lot of the paint color bled into the white that I had taped off, and so I am just dealing with a lot of inconsistency in the lines. I feel like overall the tape did a really good job of defining where the stripes should be, but there is quite a bit of bleeding in each stripe. Some walls are worse than others. So from afar, this is what it looks like. These are a few decorations that I went ahead and put in here just to kind of like see what it would look like. I don't think I'll keep this lamp in here. I want a lamp on this stool next to our glider, and then of course this is what I framed yesterday. These are the stripes, and yesterday I worked on going through and touching up the white because this wall looked a lot like this wall. So you can see how much it bled on each of the stripes as you get closer. From far away it's not awful, but I can tell with my naked eye, so you can really see it there. Versus on this wall, I went and touched up. I probably spent like an hour, hour and a half just doing light touch-up work. It's still not perfect, but it's better than what it was. This wall was the worst, so tackling this was a big project for me. That is what I'm gonna be doing here for the next couple of hours. Hopefully I make some good progress in here. And I probably won't be a perfectionist, but I just wanna overall touch up walls so that your eyes are not drawn to all of the spots where it's not perfect. So that's kind of my goal in here. And then I think I talked about ordering a rug, and we'll slowly start decorating this room. guys, happy Saturday. I am coming to you guys right before I am leaving for some errands. Actually, I'm running kind of a funny errand and I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm getting, but I'm just going to take you with me and it will all make sense. I'm wearing the same fleece I think I wore earlier in the video, but it's just too comfy, too easy when it's freezing outside. So this is my outfit of choice, and then I just have some black flare leggings on. It has been snowing basically all week, so we have lots of snow on the ground. It's pretty cold, but I'm gonna run uptown and grab something. Today is a very exciting day. I'm so excited to bring you guys along. I don't really know how the day's gonna look. It might get chaotic. I've just been counting down the days until today. I just ran into Walmart, and this Walmart did not have exactly what I was looking for, but I got something else that was really cute, so I'm gonna show you guys. I got a little dog sweater. I was hoping for a dog puffer. I got a dog puffer yesterday, and I'm a little bit scared that it's too small, so I picked up a size bigger and something different. I moved you guys to a new location because I cannot see looking up on my dash. It's so bright outside, but it is true, we are getting a puppy today. Honestly, it's kind of a whirlwind, and I'll sit down and do like a whole story time of like how this happened and how we decided to get a puppy. It really seemed like it happened so fast because it did. We started looking at this one puppy on Monday. Someone put a deposit on that dog before I could go see it, and we were being a little wishy-washy about putting a deposit on this dog just because I wanted to go and meet the dog. And then I found another puppy from a different breeder that was like an hour and a half away from us, and I was talking to the breeder, and he just is the sweetest guy, and this puppy is the sweetest little girl ever. And so they're dropping her off today. They're bringing her to our house at noon, so that's why I was like, I need to get all of this done before noon. I seriously am in disbelief that this is our life and we're getting a puppy, but I cannot wait to show her to you guys. We're getting a Doberman Pinscher, and she is 12 weeks old, just the cutest girl ever, and I cannot wait to meet her. I think I'm gonna cry. She's here, and we have been hanging out all day. It's almost 5 p.m., and she's been my little buddy all day. Yeah, I'm talking about you. This is our little girl, Dakota. She loves her bed, and she loves her toys. Come here, sweet girl. Yes. Sweater, this is what I got today. So glad I went back today and got something that actually fits her because it is so cold outside. I think the temperature is in like the teens, but on my weather app it says it feels like 0 degrees, and she hates the cold. She whines when we're outside. Hi, yes, I see you. She is seriously the most perfect girl ever. She just has been taking naps with me, and she already knows how to sit. We learned that very fast today. She kind of just likes to be around and does her own thing. It's like, she's seriously the best. Her ears are obviously posted right now, which is the procedure that Dobermans usually go through for the first few months of their life, which just is basically taping their ears in an upright position so that it trains the ears to stand up to achieve that classic Doberman look. So it doesn't hurt her at all, but they will be posted for quite a while. But you guys, I'm in love with her. Yes, you're the cutest girl ever. Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. We have a guest with us today, plus our new family member, Dakota. Ellie's here. Her dad is helping me because our furnace is broken, so it's freezing in the house. So we have just been hanging out and playing with Dakota, but I'm gonna make myself my morning coffee, and then we're just gonna hang out for the day. We have a furnace guy coming, and hopefully the house will get somewhat warmer. I think the weather app says that it feels like -1 outside. It is freezing cold. Riley, were the roads bad when you were coming?
No, there's like no snow on the roads.
So roads are fine, but super, super cold. We'll take her out together in a little bit.
She was climbing on me when we were filming. She literally was sitting on my lap like this. is.
Riley, she loves you.
I thought when you were getting a puppy, I thought you meant like a tiny, tiny little puppy. But she is really tiny. Look at her head.
I only have 3 months. Riley's making yogurt. And we discovered that Dakota likes blueberries. So that's what we're feeding her. More to me to get upset.
The next one was like 2, and then the last that was gonna happen to me. I really think there is.
We're watching Tinkerbell, a girly movie. All girls. Girls' Day.